Hey everybody, I'm Becki Adams. Thanks for stopping by the weekly Scrapper blog and the Scrapbook Expo YouTube channel. I'm here for another Thursday edition of Inspiration Station, and today we're going to put together a pocket page spread. And I've got a few products here that I've pulled to get started with. And most of it comes from the Sunny Days collection. It's a new collection from Ellie's Studio. So I didn't use any, or I'm not planning on using any 12 by 12 papers in this spread. All of the paper that I'm planning on using will come from either the 6 by 6 paper pad or the Sunny Days journaling tags and cards. And then I've got some wood veneer pieces, some enamel dots, some of the cut apart labels and tags. These are from Ellie's Studio as well. I went ahead and got started with this acrylic piece that says "You Are My Sunshine." And I just adhered that to my page protector, to the outside of my page protector, so I can still, when I slip my card or my photo in, this is on the outside of the page protector. And I did that with liquid adhesive, and I let it dry really well before I got started with this project. So that's why I have that done ahead of time. So to get started, I do know that I want this photo to go in this pocket, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that right in there right now. I chose to put this photo there because there's kind of some negative space there in the merry-go-round, and that's where I wanted this acrylic piece to go. So I know for sure that that's going to go there, so I'm just going to slip that in the pocket. And then I'm thinking that I want these other two, or these two photos to go here, and then to create a diagonal line across the page with the photos, I think I'm going to put this photo here. And I do that just spreading them out that way because I want to make sure I don't want to put all of my photos right here or all of them there. I want to kind of mix them throughout the page. And I have a few cards and bits and pieces that I've pulled out here. I have pre-written my journaling, and then possibly just this fun, I just hand cut those letters from pattern paper from the 6 by 6 paper pad, and then I just stitched them on with my sewing machine. So I'm just going to kind of peel them up there to give it a little bit of dimension. Just take that little bit of adhesive away. I just used that little bit of adhesive to keep it in place while I was stitching it. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking for these two pockets, but I'm not positive. And then I have two other cards that I got started on for the 4 by 6 cards. And what I did is I took my, let me see if I can see, a 1-inch circle punch, and I punched out a few circles from different pattern papers on the 6 by 6 paper pad, and I made a border with them along the top of that card. And then as you can see, I stitched them across the top. And then I just did the same technique right here, except I did leave one of those circles whole, and I am going to kind of bend that up there to give it a little bit of dimension. Now for my title, I want the title to be Awesome Family Time. And I've used the wood veneer from the wood veneer pack, from the Sunny Days wood veneer pack, and the stickers came from the Ellie's Studio. And I was thinking, I thought about putting it down here, but I kind of don't want to overlap those circles that much. So I think that it would be a better fit up here. Just put that right there. As you can see, I did use a little bit of crochet twine to tie just around that banner there. And I think I'm just going to, yeah, I like that. I like that, just fold it around. Instead of trimming it off, I'm just going to fold it around. Then I'm going to attach it with my tiny attacher. I'm just going to center that, not quite center. I like the S kind of sticking down right there in between those two words. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside to dry while I work on this lower pocket, this pocket here at the bottom. And I've got a few bits and pieces here. I think I like this. This is just a paper strip that says there's nothing better than this. And I do like that, so I'm going to adhere that. And then I think right here underneath this, I'm going to use this. It's a rub-on pen. This is by American Crafts. This is from the Chamel Starshine collection. And if you can see in there, there's little stars. And all you do with this is it clicks on and off just like a pen. And then you want to put it so the stars are facing down towards your paper, and then just lightly rub them on. And they go on really smoothly and really easily. And I thought that they would be a cute addition to this card with the same colors that go along with my other papers and embellishments for this spread. Okay, so I think I'm going to switch things up along this middle row. I think that I like this card in that pocket and switch the journaling over here. And then I think I'm going to swap my photos too. I like how that looks better. Okay, and then I have these wood veneer pieces that I'm going to adhere right here on my journaling card. Okay, we'll let those dry for just a minute. This awesome portion is kind of fading into the background more than I'd like it to. So I think I'm going to take this journaling card, since that adhesive hasn't completely dried, and I'm just going to slip this label right under that if I can. Yep, it's not dry, so I'm just going to stick that right under there just to make that wood veneer pop just a little bit more. I really like this adhesive. This is Ranger Multi-Matte Medium. You'll see me use it often. And I like it just for that reason, because often I change my mind about how I want things placed. And once the glue has dried, it's not going anywhere. But it does give you a little bit of time to kind of move things around if you decided that that's not the exact placement that you want. I punched out just some file tabs, just with a punch, and I wanted to add a couple of tabs to these tags. I like to add the tabs on the top of the tag and let them kind of stick out of the pocket a little bit. And that's what I'm going to do with this one. I think this Sunny Days piece is perfect to fit right inside one of these punched tabs. And then I think the last embellishment I want to add is just one of these paper clips with a felt bow on the top. They're called Cute Clips. And these are by Bella Boulevard. One of my favorite embellishments. So I'm just going to put that right there. And then since it does kind of bring up, kind of lifted my adhesive there, I'm just going to take my stapler and staple that back down so it will stay in place. Okay, now I think if we just add a few enamel dots, that will be the last thing that this pocket page spread needs. I think that I'm going to call this 2-page spread complete at this point. So thank you for stopping by the Weekly Scrapper blog. I appreciate you watching my video, and make sure to subscribe to the Scrapbook Expo YouTube channel so that you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Thank you. Have a great weekend.